Hello, Talk Funders. Today we're talking to Luca from Bottle Plus. Bottle Plus are creating sparkling water anytime and anywhere. So let's go. Let's get on with the show. Hello, Talk Funders. Today we're joined by Luca from Team Bottle Plus. Hello there, my friend. Good to be talking to you this morning.
Hi, Alan. Thank you for having me or having us. Yeah.
Great, Luca. So Team Bottle Plus, here it is on your live Kickstarter page, and we'll just go straight looking at the page, and I'm just playing the video in the background, and I encourage all the Talk Funders and the Kickstarters to click through on the video. In the video description below, there's the link to the live Kickstarter campaign, and to click on the video, which is quite an amusing sort of video. You have this character running around, I guess, a city in Switzerland, searching for a bottle. Maybe we can start talking about that. And I just want to, just before you just talk about the video, I just want to add in the title here. It's the Bottle Plus, creating sparkling water anytime and anywhere. So over to you, Luca.
Hi, Alan. Yeah. First of all, thank you for having us. We are from Bottle Plus, and we develop a portable soda maker bottle. So we sometimes call it Soda Stream on the go. And basically, the origin is that we are all sparkling water lovers. We are a team of 5 guys, 5 friends. And however, we are also conscious consumers about the environment, about also the sustainable consumption we had. And we thought, okay, when we were on the way on the go, we wanted to consume sparkling water, but we kind of did not want to buy PET bottles. We could fill up our sparkling water at home, but there was not a good way to produce sparkling water on the go. And then we did some research, and we found some products that actually already help to do sparkling water on the go, but they function with single-use cartridges. So for every carbonation, you need one single cartridge. And Christian, which you see in the video right now on the right side, he's our CEO. He's an environmental engineer, and he thought maybe we can develop a refillable gas tank, and a gas tank with which we can produce sparkling water more than once. And that's how this product you just see with the actor Jonathan right now started. And therefore, we developed this bottle with which you can create sparkling water 15 times when you're on the go before you have to refill it at home.
So, I mean, I just love this character. And we'll go into what you were just talking about later on in the main interview, and also in the deep dive interview when we actually look at this Bottle Plus itself. But just going on about this character, because this is the first thing that people will click on when they get to the Kickstarter page, and the link to the Kickstarter campaign is in the video description below. So this character is running around. What city is this in Switzerland, by the way?
It's Zurich.
Oh, Zurich.
Yeah,
okay.
Which is not the capital in Switzerland. Bern is the capital, but Zurich is the international most renowned city in Switzerland. And yeah, sorry, you go.
Yeah, so sorry, this guy's running around listening to people opening up bottles. So what is that about? Is that that's a compare and contrast sort of thing, is it?
He's the fizzy tester, we call him. And he's passionate about always fresh sparkling water. So whenever he sees someone opening a bottle and this person opens the bottle, he manages to find out, okay, this bottle contains sparkling water. When was this bottle first opened? Because usually sparkling water loses its freshness. And this is kind of one of our unique selling points, because through the push of the button, we can create always perfectly fresh sparkling water. And when he found Amy, the actress, when he saw her with her bottle, he saw this water is perfectly fresh. And 2 hours later, he goes there back again, and he sees that the bottle has still perfectly fresh sparkling water. And he goes like, so how is that possible? And therefore, she presents the Bottle Plus.
Oh, fantastic, man. And it's true. I mean, I prefer sparkling water myself. And as I was telling you off camera, I go walking and then sea swimming every weekend since April. And I much prefer sparkling water. So I can see a use for the bottle plus in my life at the weekends, you know. It's so important. Yeah, so it's really important. So there he is. He's listening to the bottle being opened, and he's saying, oh, that's been opened. I don't know, whatever it was in the video, a few hours away. So it's the idea of like basically, as you say, what was it you were saying about SodaStream? It was like on the go. It was like just everything is constantly fresh. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, there are the home carbonated home soda makers, right? You can do soda in your kitchen at home, but not on the go. And lots of young people, they prefer being flexible, being outside, and we fill that gap, which was not possible before. And in addition, you do not have to consume plastic anymore. I mean, on worldwide, maybe we'll talk about it later, but 1.3 billion plastic bottles are sold per day. That's a huge number. If you imagine the Eiffel Tower, that's half the Eiffel Tower covered in plastic on a daily basis. So that's also something that was important to us, that we do not harm the environment through the consumption of plastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've interviewed a number of really good Kickstarter campaigns like yourself. It's fantastic to see young people coming up with really innovative solutions and to really create new sustainable products. So well done, you guys. So we'll just start scrolling down the Kickstarter campaign, which is Kickstarter page, sorry, which is really, really informative. There's just it says here at the start, join the sparkling water revolution. I'll maybe just read out the first line is, you love drinking sparkling water, but want to get rid of plastic bottles. So really, can we really talk through this section here, Luca?
Sure. So sparkling water revolution. In our research, we first have seen that actually the need for sparkling water is growing all over the world. There's increasing prosperity too, so people can afford new products such as sparkling water. And for us, it's a revolution because you are not dependent on plastic anymore, and you're not dependent from time nor from location with our product. And that's why we say create sparkling water anywhere, anytime, and without plastics. And on the right side, you see basically our three main unique selling points we'd like to tell. On the one hand, flexible refreshment. You can produce up to 15 bottles of fresh sparkling water on the go. The bottle contains we talk about it in features as well, but a little bit more than half a liter. So you can basically drink 1 liter of sparkling water per day, always perfectly fresh, before your product needs to be recharged, which I'll show you later too. Zero waste. We have some plastic components in the adapter on the bottom, which you see, which you need for the production, but there's no plastic waste. So that's why we say, okay, this is actually what circular economy is about. It's also about reusing your product, of course, and be conscious about the resources that you use. And inexpensive, this is in terms of bottled alternatives, of course. So we say that the production cost of sparkling water lies between 10 and 20 cents per liter. And at the kiosk or at the store, you will spend $1 for the same amount of sparkling water. And therefore we say, okay, if you're a continuous user of Bottle Plus, at one point in time, you will start saving money.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Let's just scroll down to the next section where it's saying sparkling water anytime and anywhere. And this is really looking more at the apparatus involved. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. So it's not only the bottle, it's also the refilling station which we need. And this is the refilling station you see here. Because what happens, I always tell or said that you can produce up to 15 bottles of sparkling water. But that's because there's a gas tank in the small adapter, the gray adapter, which you see on the bottom of the bottle. And once this one runs empty, you have to refill it at the refilling station at home. And this is a similar functioning to other soda makers. And also, you can use the regular gas cylinders you can buy in your supermarket store across the street. And therefore, just use these kind of cylinders and refill the bottle. And if you pledge in our campaign, you get the refilling station plus our bottle.
Fantastic. And this is a really useful set of gifts, dear Talk Funders and Kickstarters. So really scroll down and you can really see, like, I'm really in the ease of use. This really is an ease of use product. I mean, even I can know from following these, know how to do this. So it's really, really good. And there's the emphasis of fill up your bottle plus at home or actually anywhere. And then the whole apparatus is the apparatus, the main, the bottom section of the bottle plus, which we'll look at. We'll look at now.
So also maybe if I can talk about refilling station one more second. One backer asked us in the comments, why do I have to put the cylinder from the bottom? And it's actually because we also did user testings with other people from the backer community. And when we iterated the product, they actually said, yeah, that's a convenient way. So that's why we decided to design it that way. And also because of the technical restraints to make it work, of course, that too.
And that's really interesting. It's something that I would like to cover in our backstory interview, which is coming up next. Just regarding, I mean, I just love that you're connecting and talking to your community and getting feedback from the community to help you iterate the product as you go along. So superb. That's why you're being so successful. Look at my friend.
We try.
Well, you are. So features of Bottle Plus. Let's look at this section of your excellent Kickstarter page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So first, maybe the size. The size is 0.6 liters of volume that you can drink, and the size increases a little bit because of the adapter on the bottom. So the adapter weighs around 200 grams, which is about a little bit heavier than your iPhone maybe, or your smartphone, whatever phone you use, just such that you can imagine how much 200 grams is. And the whole thing is the modular thread. So you can detach the adapter. I don't have my product here because it's in the engineer office. Unfortunately, maybe I can bring it next time.
Absolutely.
And and however, you can detach the adapter where you see the button on that picture. And this also helps you to clean the bottle easier, which is also something that people like, because lots of people have the pain point that they cannot clean their bottle easily. You can also put it in the dishwasher, of course. But that's also a reason why we designed it like that. And maybe that we can also build more adapters in the future, but maybe we can talk about that in the outlook. And the material so far, which we decided to go for, is stainless steel. Also because it has a more premium perception to most of the consumers.
And like again, come back to Alan and liking ABC products. I mean, okay, so like I've unboxed the product. I've got the lid on top here, so unscrew the lid and I pour the water in, and also then I have I'm going to call it a docking station at home, and I put the gas canister in, set it down. It's all set to go, and then I just have to set the canister onto that docking station, and that's where the what do you call the modular component at the bottom where the button is?
We call it the spark adapter.
The spark adapter.
Adapter.
So it charges up, and then all I have to do is through the day is just press that button every so often to get my sparkling water. Is that the gist of it? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And for the technical components within the spark adapter, we have filed a patent. So the status of this patent is still pending. So, but it's looking good. So yeah.
Well done, guys. Great, and I like it. You got 5 different colors here.
Yeah.
And
so yeah. No,
it
was important to us to have something for every taste, something more feminine, something for masculine, or with whatever gender people identify with, and so the color are not chosen now throughout the Kickstarter campaign, but we will launch a survey after the campaign is finished, where people can actually choose their color. And yeah, so if you feel a color is missing, let us know.
And I like the bubble blue. What's your favorite color, Luca?
My one is actually the white one. I think it's really timeless.
Sparkling white. Very good. And just further down, you have a really great infographic here regarding sort of comparing, contrasting.
Yeah, right. So as said, we are the right product for everyone who wants to consume or drink sparkling water. Now, there are many ways to drink sparkling waters. You can do it with your home carbonator at home, a portable carbonator with single-use cartridge, or you can buy a bottled plastic bottle at the store. And what we say is that we are more sustainable because we have no cartridge waste, or you do not have to recycle our cartridge. We have not the non-recycled plastic bottle, and also we have an advantage compared to home carbonators because you can produce sparkling water wherever you are, and not only at home in your kitchen.
Fantastic. Yeah, and there's the you really are on the go carbonator. I think that I love that phrase that you were using earlier about being on the go, and you can carbonate the water at any time. Now just scrolling down, here's the good bit here regarding the Kickstarter rewards. You've got some add-ons here, which we'll look at in a moment, but you have the basic set here, which is called the Spark. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Maybe if you scroll one up, I quickly start with the still.
Yes.
So when we started with our product, lots of people said, guys, we like your bottle. It's beautifully designed, and we just don't drink sparkling water. And we also like the component that we can actually clean it easily. So we said, okay, what if we just develop another adapter, the still adapter, for people who just want to have a bottle that is nicely designed, easy to clean, and not necessary to have your sparkling water. That's why we designed the still adapter add-on, or just a still bottle for people who do not drink sparkling water, just for that we have something for everyone.
That's so interesting.
and with regards to the Spark, that's of course the core. We also had people asking, guys, I'm living with my girlfriend or my boyfriend, but we don't need 2 refilling stations, right? So we said, okay, good point. Actually, we can just make a reward with 2 bottles and 1 station, and the same thing for families, because we had also, when we talk about backstory, we also had initially just some social media ads about the product, and we tried to get in touch with potential customers. And for example, one mother told us, I would love to buy that for my 9-year-old child. And so we were like, okay, so maybe we can also go with family packages. So that's how the family Spark started. And then we said, okay, let's also try with the office Spark.
Well, you see, I can see where the family Spark comes in, because then these weekend walks that I'm talking about, there's no fighting then. If everybody has their own Spark, their bottle plus with their own color, and then that's it, So I can see that happening. And I can also see the office Spark. I'm sure as we were talking off camera, there'll be a lot of demand for this in terms of office Spark. It's a fantastic product all around, which I'm
Absolutely.
sure businesses and corporates will be very interested in.
And just a remark from one family was, how long does the charging take? Because I don't want to wait 10 minutes. And we were like, no, it only takes roughly 10 to 20 seconds. So there's not going to be a line for the rechargement of the Spark. So no worries.
Wow, that's great. That's good to know. Thank you for pointing that out, Luca. Thank you. And again, just to look at the essentials of the timeline, as I was saying to you off camera, you guys have been working your ass off, because it's like you're doing really well. Because I'm gonna look at this idea iterations and the idea, in the backstory part, but really you've come from March 2020 and you're now here, really 18 months later, you're in a live, very successful Kickstarter campaign, and the links for that Kickstarter campaign will be in the video description below. So you're really got all the stuff done. So really it's now you're using the Kickstarter campaign then to to fund just a little bit more technical design and the setup production. Isn't that right, Luca?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So I'm not a technical guy. I'm more for the business guy. So yeah, we started next to our studies. We are 5 childhood friends, basically, 3 engineers and 2 business students. And initially we just started with Nicholas, and he's actually an architect, not an engineer. He just did visuals of a potential product, and we put it on social media, on Facebook, to see if there was interest. And we said, oh, okay, there's kind of a good interest. And so we said, okay, let's start with ideation. How could we design it? And so the first and second prototype became, or got alive, also with professional engineering officers who accompanied us on a, we have to say, on a free basis, because they were really motivated seeing 5 guys trying something out, and they were like, they invested their free time and they just helped us. So thank you to them too.
And I absolutely, and we can really talk about that in the backstory part.
Okay, sorry.
So you okay, my friend?
Spoiler that.
No, but in this part here, just to finish off the timeline, just whenever you know that the talk funders and the Kickstarters will be able to get their hands on this product, when they go through the different pledges, and I like the family, what's it called, the family spark?
The family spark, yeah, absolutely.
Offer. So basically, they'll get the family. We can have it for next summer whenever we go out hiking again. That's basically the gist of it, isn't it?
That's the bottom line. That's the goal. And there's also a reserve, time reserve in that timeline within. And that's also the information we got from our manufacturers and from experienced people. At the end, we say in our campaign, the only thing that we can promise is being transparent. I cannot swear that it's going to be early summer, but I can say there's a time reserve in there, and that's our goal, and that's what we work for. And that's when we want to deliver. Absolutely.
Well, all I can say is, given you've came this far in 18 months, I would say I'm tipping towards 90+% that you guys and the team that you've assembled, which we'll look at in the backstory, will make sure that it is being delivered by early summer 2022. So just to finish up the main interview today, I'd just like to highlight you've got some incredibly great backers, which again we'll look at we can talk about in the backstory. So that is really, really assuring to people. We're also going to look in the backstory regarding just your own integer. Like, now I know it's like a bunch of 5 guys who've known each other since school. I really want to talk about that, and it's great to see that it's all engineered in Zurich, etc. Here's the team. We'll talk about all this here in the backstory. So I really like to thank Luca from Team Bottle Plus. I just love the ring of that, Team Bottle Plus, who are creating sparkling water anytime and anywhere. And they really have done so well in this Kickstarter campaign. And all the links to the Kickstarter campaign and social media will be in the video description below. Listen, thank you so much, Luca. It's been a pleasure doing this main interview today. Cheers, mate.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you so much. Take care.
Now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go.